Today we're going to go over the Arizona Vortex tripod configuration. So in addition to this that we can set up, we have a Skedco tripod, which is the normal one that you guys have seen in confined space rescue. Has the red head and then the gold legs that come down with the feet. So in the first video, we went over some concepts of the Vortex and resultants and whatnot. So just to review, we have a 3-leg system, equal lengths. It's driving compression down into the ground. And we're operating in the footprint of this triangle right here, right? So the resultant forces are going straight down, right? We're tied in directly to the head. So to review, what we have set up for you today is we have obviously the pins going all one way. On the back leg, we have pins all on one side, so we don't rub with our ropes. If we have guy lines or anything like that. And then we have some rigging set up for you. So these are both our 11 mil ropes that we're transitioning to, right? The green one lives with the Maestro, and the other 11 mil lives with this 4-to-1 pre-rig. The pre-rig is located in the yellow bag on the rescue and sits up in the left rear compartment with all the other ropes. And then the 11 mil rope for the Maestro is located in the orange bag, which sits next to that rope bag in the rescue. So this is a Petzl Maestro. It's labeled use only for 11 mil, and then the green and orange rope, so you guys know that lives with that. And then this always stays rigged this way in the bag. So when you pull it out, that's how it's going to come out. This is going to be our go-to raising system for, say, like a confined space entry manhole or whatever you're going to use the tripod for. So that's why this kit was made, and that's why it lives in that bag. It's meant just for the raising side of this system. The Maestro on the left side is our lowering system. So that's what we're going to use as a lowering system. The red line down there, right, it's going to be going to our separate anchor. Is going to be our safety line, right? So that's going to be separate of the Arizona Vortex, and it provides a backup safety. So the reason that these two are tied together, this is just for illustration purposes, is when you lower somebody on the green, right? You're gonna come over here, I've already tested everything out. I'm gonna release the lever, hand on the rope, right? I'm gonna start to lower. Well, when somebody gets down there, right, you want the haul system to be down there for them to connect into each other as well. So we just send them both down together. Some quick key points, safety-wise, on this system right here. When you pull this release rope right here, I'm going to come around this side, Caleb, right? You always got to have your hand on the rope. Once you disengage this cam right here, there's nothing stopping the fall. So you pull, sometimes you got to pull the weight up and then release the lever, and then you're controlling with resistance on your hand in addition to the safety line that you're using and whatnot. But remember, this is not for lowering, this is just for raising. So it goes down with them, they connect in, and then you raise. So key points on this system, like I said, you got to keep all the forces, everything that you're pulling on, in the footprint. So when you're hauling, right, this is down to them, they're connected in there. Right, so when you're hauling the person up, you have to pull down on this rope and be in this footprint. You can't come out here with this rope because now you're applying lateral forces that want to pull this head towards me and to the side. So you have to do your best to be tied off to Edge Pro. You come in here, right, single victim operation, start hauling them. Something that you can do to help you with your grip is you can grab an ascender handle, attach it on here. It gives you a handle to grab onto, and then you can use your body weight, come down, and raise the system up. So patient's coming out, right? This locks as soon as you let go. So it has progress capture going up, but no progress capture going down, right? Safety lines getting pulled back, right? And we're building these systems just high enough to get the person out of the hole and clear the top of the surface. I don't need to go any higher than that purpose, because then it gets less stable, less strong, and you can't reach any of your rigging or your devices to use. So the Maestro is good for this on the lowering side because it's easy to use. It's got this handle, right? It's really user-friendly. When you pull back on it when they're coming up, if you need to, it clicks and it has progress capture. Some things you might want to consider, right, is adding a swivel in here on either one of these. That way it swivels and you can, access it easier. And then the things that we've done that you might not notice is we've put both system on each side, so it doesn't get crowded with people all on one side or it's not heavy. Hey guys, I want to cover talking about our forces on the tripod. So everybody knows on a tripod to keep our forces within this footprint right here, right? Once you come out of that footprint, this thing's going to want to fall over. So hopefully you don't have to do that. You don't have to come out of the footprint, but if you do, just know that the ideal setup for that is securing each foot to the ground. If you're on a grate or something like that where you can lash in, that's better to secure each foot. And then if you're pulling on your forces back this way, right, it's going to want to come towards me. So you're going to want to run guy lines to go the opposite way to counteract the pulling on this side. And so as many guy lines as you need, just add them in. And then when you do guy lines, right, we want our guy lines 30 degrees from the legs, right? So we want to bring it 30 to 45 degrees minimum from the legs. And then ideally, if you're looking down the top of this with multiple guy lines, right, you want the angle of 90 degrees on each guy line. So 90 degrees is that right there. So you put that on your space. It's a quick way to tell what your degree angle is.